no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on it.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be out right at the 35. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd and 7, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson, going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 31!
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Safarian Jenkins has it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And all this... Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
Check, 41. Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Watson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson operating from the gun. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Come on, dude.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On second down, it's Ingram.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try and run. Ingram, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Back now in Houston, it's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin. His first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And my goodness, another interception. Cyrus Jones picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson throwing again. Got an open man. It's QT. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike, 58, right there.
At the Texans' 25-yard line.
Check. Who's it?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Back to throw, Watson. This is Johnson, he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT, and he gets it down to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Tim Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run, it's Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson now. Throwing on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. To throw is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Texans get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So don't say nothing. 55's my guy.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to wind up and air that. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the final seconds tick away in this